Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup should be interesting. The Cardinals are top 10 in converting on third down, and they'll be up against the Seahawks defense that wants to make quick stops.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. This is a nice little stretch he's putting together. Remember, 3 sacks last week.
And now he's off to the races in this game because he thinks, okay, that's the start of something big because he's in a zone. He's locked in. So offensively, you've got to occupy him. Maybe even run the ball at him as opposed to passing it so he can't just pin his ears back and rush the quarterback.
He'll look to throw. And fights him off. Flushed out right. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play on third down for the Cardinals. 43 yards. Fresh set of downs here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They run with Spiller. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
Do you almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
7 yards to go on 2nd down. And he motions the wide receiver. They're going to look to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Play clock winding down. A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Back to throw here. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Cardinals. 41 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now it's Hunt. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
Here's Spiller. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And this is their third drive right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
With a lot of the media, Charles, ourselves included, starting to prep those MVP ballots, you wonder if last week's performance, which he admitted was not very good, if that hurt him at all coming down the stretch.
Less than 50 yards on the ground in last week's game that you referenced, and let's face it, if he has another game like that, we'll erase him from the MVP discussion. He won't even be talked about anymore. He has to bounce back with 100-plus in this one in order to stay in that race.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just one throw.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Dropped at the 35, so able to display his strength, but not much room to operate. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harris. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They run with Harris. Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Harris. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Toss play to Spiller. Oh, little 360.
Oh,
Spiller trying to get loose. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throw left side complete. That's Harris. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
They'll go with a keeper.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, and pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead, he said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
Coleman now. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw. That's caught at the 3. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
One thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now Spiller. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll drop to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Quan Alexander in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The Cardinals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll look to throw here. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Buying time to his left. And complete. Spiller out of the backfield. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 56 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. This is Spiller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Time running out here on the play clock. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now Harris. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Escaping the pressure right. Room here to run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback,
yeah,
you've got to make that throw, right?
Yeah.
That's got to be completed.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage. It'll make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. This is Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now running right through him. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. They come out here in the I. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. It's a quarterback sneak. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside, nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that'll set them back 5. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lambo will put this one through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Again on the ground, again it's Spiller.
And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy is going to keep getting the football, and that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the wideout in motion. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And now it's 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Step, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. Throwing deep here for... This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 45 yards. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. They'll send the tight end in motion left. And now here's a carry heading left. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And now running right through him. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, they run it with Spiller. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And tough starting field position here. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter